This is the 1-year update on the performance of the Clean by Pan the Organizer 3-year ceramic coating. So behind me is my girlfriend's vehicle, a 2021 Nissan Rogue. And in September of 2024, when I launched the Clean by Pan the Organizer brand, we applied this coating on the vehicle. And so today we're at the beginning of September 2025. So it's been a full year. Time flies. I know it's crazy. We're not getting any younger, but we're enjoying our time on Earth more and more because we're getting tons of improvements and innovation in the car detailing products world. And of course, while launching the Clean by Pan the Organizer lineup was such a dream of mine come true, and you guys have made it so successful, not only right out the gate, but we sold out multiple times of these products, including the very popular ceramic coatings. So if you guys don't know yet, in the lineup, we have the 3-year Clean by Pan coating, and we also have the 8-year ceramic coating. So today we're going to focus on giving you an update. So how the performance of this is going. We're going to be looking, first of all, for the self-cleaning properties. You've seen that, well, now it hasn't been washed for about a month because I washed this vehicle roughly once a month. So an average kind of maintenance, not necessarily using a lot of toppers during the year other than some tests I've been making. But the cool thing about the Clean by Pan coatings is they don't require toppers. Of course, you can add some if you want to. You can use drying aids. Of course, if you're using a drying towel, that's best practice to prevent marring during the drying stage with your microfiber drying towel, but they don't really need that. So on their own, we're going to look at the hydrophobic properties. So the water beading and how quickly the water still sheets off. That's a good indicator as to the health of any coating. So we're going to wash a flat panel, a vertical panel. We're going to look at the glass as well. On the windshield, I started with something different because I've been testing different glass coatings. If you guys have been following the videos, there might be a future Clean by Pan glass specific coating. Check it out. But for now, these coatings are so amazing. They only require 1 hour of curing before being exposed to water or rain. So for DIYers and even for professionals, right? Time is money. So you can free up the vehicle quickly. And even if it's raining after an hour, no problem. It can be driven in the elements. The gloss, the slickness, insane. Hydrophobics are next level. Just the properties overall of these coatings, all in an easy to apply package. Talking about package, they come in these beautiful boxes. So this is the 3-year coating box, and you have everything you need in there, including the instructions. And you also get a microfiber applicator. So if you look at this, this is the Saver type microfiber applicator. So if you hear that sound, there's a plastic liner inside so you don't waste any coating. It doesn't seep through. It stays on the surface. So you're actually applying more on the surface, right? You're saving quantity. A little goes a long way because this is a very thick formula, thicker film build on the surface. Of course, you have all the instructions in the instruction booklet, including maintenance and all that kind of stuff. So we made it very easy for you guys to apply, and the feedback so far has been nothing short of amazing. Now we're talking about maintenance, right? So today we're going to go over, we're going to wash the vehicle and we're going to look at the hydrophobic properties, but maintenance was so simple, right? So all pretty much that is needed is just to wash your car regularly. And of course, in the Clean by Pan lineup, we have the Clean by Pan shampoo, pH neutral, once diluted into your bucket. Great slickness. The scent is amazing. You can also use this in your foam cannon for the pre-wash stage to add more lubrication. For example, in a 5-gallon bucket, if you have 4 gallons of water, you'd only use 2 ounces of this. That means 15 liters of water. You'd only be using 60 milliliters of the shampoo, and it's just a great experience. It rinses off freely. You can use it in direct sunlight. It doesn't matter. And what a fantastic way. It has great degreasing potential, great cleaning power, thanks to the high quality surfactants that are in there. And by the way, don't worry guys, I'll leave the links to all the products, tools, and equipment in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We're going to talk about maintenance towards the end of the video again, but other than regular washing, which is all pretty much that's required, as I mentioned, if you're using a microfiber drying towel to dry your vehicle at the end of the wash process, I always recommend using a quick detailer, right? It acts as a buffer between the paint and your microfiber drying towel, and that prevents marring during the drying stage. So of course, one of my favorites, if not the favorite, is the Clean by Pan Quick Detailer. This not only boosts gloss and slickness, amazing. It pairs very nicely with any coating. It will not mask the coating's properties that are underneath, but also you're getting anti-static properties to help cut down a bit on that dust accumulation and UV protection. So, and the scent, right? The Clean by Pan lineup is known for extraordinary scents, and this is no exception. It smells amazing. Some people ask, can you use a stouter ceramic spray sealant for maintenance if you want? Yes. For example, the Clean by Pan, the Organizer ceramic spray sealant, still one of the best sellers with the ceramic coatings in the Clean by Pan lineup. These ceramic coatings, by the way, the Clean by Pan coatings have pretty much the entire pH range of chemical resistance, super resistant to chemicals, so they won't even bat an eye. And despite all the tests that I've done with lots of pre-washes and snow foams and alkaline, acidic, and all that stuff, you're going to see just how stout these Clean by Pan coatings are as we do the demo today. So yeah, maintenance is simple, but I know you guys are dying to dive into this. And by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, check out all the microfiber stuff that is in the Clean by Pan lineup. Collaboration with the House of Rags. They sourced one of the best manufacturers of microfibers in South Korea, 100% South Korean made for all the microfiber stuff. And today I'm using the Clean by Pan microfiber wash mitt. This is just so soft and so good. You have the cuff with the Clean by Pan logo. I mean, can you just look at that? Premium microfiber stuff. I get geeky about this stuff because I love it, but yeah, we've done a great job with this collab, so check them out. We have anything from coating leveling towels to microfiber drying towels to towels to remove polishes or waxes. Of course, we have equipment like this mitt and all sorts of cool things, and more coming in the future, by the way. Before we start that demo, I want to mention this is how the current state of the vehicle is. Hasn't been washed in a little over a month at this point, yet it still looks pretty clean, right? That is a testament to the self-cleaning properties of the Clean by Pan ceramic coatings. Not that the vehicles clean themselves, but they're so much easier to clean during your washes because a lot less of that dirt sticks onto the surface, and they stay cleaner for longer. So even when my girlfriend parks at work, it sits outside all day in the elements, and it still looks fantastic. Even unwashed like this, it still glows, as you guys can see. So let's do the demo and see where the hydrophobics are. All right, we're going to start with the unwashed surface first to see how the water reacts on this dry surface. Then we're going to wash and we're going to rinse again and have a look at the hydrophobic properties. So already, I'm going to laugh all along in this one. You guys know just how much I love this stuff. So even on a dirty surface, we're getting beautiful, beautiful round water beads. They're tight, they're gorgeous, they look like gems. They slide off the vehicle very quickly. Let's show that once again. And notice as immediately as I lift off the trigger, boom, all that water floods off, nothing stays flooded. So let's now wash the surface using the Clean by Pan, the Organizer shampoo, and of course the Clean by Pan wash mitt. Very, very easy. It just glides on there. You can see the coating already rejecting the soap on there, just doing a great job. Yeah, what a great experience. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, I think so. Look at that. See all those spots? The coating is fighting off the soap, so nothing stays on there. And just very easy. The whole thing just glides. Great lubrication from the shampoo. Of course, I like to use that straight line techniques, as you guys know, when I'm washing vehicles, basically in the way that the wind blows. So easy peasy. Let's now rinse off and look at the hydrophobics now that the panel is going to be clean. And now the droplets are falling even quicker. And just look at how tight and round those water droplets are. This is insane. So absolutely no difference compared to day one, despite having a gruesome winter here in Montreal, Canada, and the majority of the days she's outside in the elements all day, especially at work. So let's do the one more time, the water test, and then I'm going to bring you in closer for a close-up. Look at how quickly that evacuates as soon as I let it out of the trigger and the panel. There's not much water left when you're doing that style. Just look at that. Gorgeous. Let me bring you in for a close-up. So this is the close-up. Look at those water beads. They're like gems. Look at this one here. The water sliding angle is absolutely amazing. So very aggressive water contact angles. Look at this on the surface. Just beautiful, beautiful. What do you guys think? This is what I call bead porn. I love good hydrophobics. All right, let's do the same here on a vertical panel. This is going to be the door, the front driver's side door. Let's start with spraying the water on a dirty surface. So as we can tell, even dirty, the water is very quick to shed off. The beads are round, they're tight. The coating seems to reject all of that water all over the place. So very, very good. So let's take our Clean by Pan wash mitt and clean it using the shampoo. So very, very happy with how this coating has been performing. Of course, the same applies for the 8-year. My brother's vehicle, we applied the 8-year coating on. That's the extreme test, because you're gonna see an update soon. He never washes his car. But that's perfect, right? Because I love those extreme case scenarios. It allows me to have kind of a real world thing. His car sits outside in the elements. And yeah, so we're gonna have more updates on that to come. So we cleaned the panel. Let's have a look at the hydrophobics. Look at that, boom, as soon as I let off the trigger, all that water just slides down. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Let me bring you in for a close-up. All right, let's have a look here. Beautiful. Look at how tight, how round. There's almost no water left on the surface. It just evacuates naturally. Even on the plastic trim, because you can apply this on paint, on wheels, on glass, on lights, PPF, vinyl wraps, plastic trim, you name it. Even matte surfaces, and there's no problem. So even on this plastic trim, even in the bottom, we're still getting hydrophobics a year later. Look at that. So let's have a close-up again of the hydrophobics on the vertical panel. Boom, as soon as I let off. See that? Feels like the Matrix, right? All those letters in the intro going down the screen. Look at how quickly. That was pretty awesome. So let's do something else here. We have just about 2 liters of water in this pitcher. Let's show the sheeting capacity. So just how quickly the water sheets off. Look at that. And now we literally have a bone dry panel. That's amazing. Let's do that again here. So it's like drying your vehicle just with water. Look at that. That's beautiful. So let's do that same experiment with 2 liters of water on the flat surface here, on the hood. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Just amazing, quick sheeting. This is just beautiful. So on the front windshield, I'm testing Yum Glass Plus. If you haven't seen it yet, the video is perhaps on the channel. So this will be roughly a 1-month update for its performance. It's not a ceramic-based glass coating. It's a glass sealant. So they're expecting roughly 3 months of durability. So we're going to see how things go over time. So far, I think my girlfriend has really been liking this. We can tell how it's rejecting the soap and the shampoo on there. So it's been doing a great job in inclement weather. And we're going to see if the hydrophobics are still intact. which it seems that it's really doing its job. So let's rinse this off. Yeah, absolutely. You see how beautiful that water beading is? Very round, very tight. Absolutely beautiful. Let's do that one more time for the hydrophobics. So the water just slides off, and that's what we want from a good glass sealant or glass coating. Let's do the water pitcher. All right. And pretty much bone dry. Amazing performance on that too. Very happy with that. So on the side glass, we have the Clean by Pan, the Organizer 3-year ceramic coating. So let's have a look at how this very versatile and multi-surface capable coating is able to do on glass as well. We can see that it's clearly rejecting the soap. Look at that. This is almost dry as soon as I let off. Water beads, very round, very tight. I'm gonna bring you in for a close-up. Let's do that one more time. And boom, look at that. So if we come in for the close-up, not much water left, right? Look at this. The water just dances on the surface. As soon as I let off, it wants to sheet off super quickly. The water droplets are very round, very tight. Look at that, look at that. Boom. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's do the water pitcher test to see this sheeting. And we are literally drying the surface with water here. Look at that. It's pretty much bone dry. Yep. So usually one of the major failure points of ceramic coatings is in the lower portions, right? As we saw, no problem on the doors. But what about one of the toughest sections to survive, this rear back portion of the bumper, and of course, this rear quarter panel? Let's have a look before we wash it. Even there. Oh, like I said, I'll be laughing all along because this thing is doing great. Very, very happy. It's going to be there for years to come still. It's 100% still there. There is absolutely no change in the hydrophobics over the year. So now let's have a look at this clean panel. Look at that water quickly falling off. Tight round water beads, even on the plastic trim, still there. The light's still there. Let me bring you in for a close-up. All right, let's have a look up close. As soon as I let off, all that water falls off. Look at how drier that panel is. Boom. We have tight round water beads. Sheeting was super quick. Still nice round water beads on the plastic trim. Even on the bumper, absolutely no issues. Look at that quick sheeting, beautiful round beads on the lights, no problem. So a testament to this coating's real world durability. Not only is it a chemical resistance monster, but even driving in all 4 seasons, absolutely no issue, still 100% of the initial performance. Ooh, guys, what did you think of this? I'm a little sweaty, but that's okay because it was so fun to do. It's amazing. So what'd you guys think of the Clean by Pan, the Organizer 3-year ceramic coating? Performance. Isn't that nuts? Whether it's on the glass, on the vertical panels, on the flat panels, on the plastic trim, no problem. The hydrophobics are still there. There is literally no change since day one. The performance is insane. Self-cleaning properties, as you see, it always looks clean, even when it's kind of dirty. Just sometimes just pressure rinsing it off is more than enough. This was a good candidate for the average person out there that washes maybe their car once a month, because that's what I did with this. So maybe 11 or 12 washes into this, maybe a little less, because there are some times where I'd skip a little more because I wanted videos with other stuff tested. But yeah. So my brother's vehicle has the 8-year ceramic coating. You're going to see updates on that, of course, coming on this channel. You saw the application video for this. He literally never washes his car, despite his best efforts. Andy, if you're watching this video, we've promised the people that you do your best. So far, but you guys are going to see how great that coating is doing, even on a super neglected vehicle. And the 3-year, same thing. So whether you guys pick either or, it doesn't matter. You're going to get extreme gloss, extreme slickness. You're getting those hydrophobic properties that are some of the wildest I've ever seen from any ceramic coating. They only require 1 hour of curing, and then you can drive off in the elements even if it's raining. So that's awesome, not only for DIYers, but if you're a professional out there, you can get these and get vehicles out of your store or shop a lot quicker, and time is money, right? So you can bring other vehicles in. Resistance to chemicals, insane. No toppers needed. I mean, this is the latest and greatest as far as ceramic coating technology is concerned, if you ask me. The performance is definitely there. Don't just take my word for it, by the way. Check on YouTube for other reviews. You're going to see pretty much everybody who has tested this is blown away. Including Dimitri's Garage. Shout out to my man Dimitri. He did an awesome objective testing with different measurement apparatuses, like a lab environment, to measure up this against almost 30 coatings out there, and the Clean by Pan, the organizer, ranked in first place. I'm going to leave that video linked in the description. Check it out. He does multiple wash tests, water contact angle, gloss measurements, all that kind of stuff. These coatings not only boosted the gloss pretty much more than any other coating, but the hydrophobics were insane. The installation was super easy. You can check that ranking out. Great job. But again, these are meant to be super simple, and you're getting pro grade performance. So a pro level coating that anybody can buy. Even if you're a professional out there, I wanted to make sure that there's no certification process, being an authorized distributor, detailer, all that kind of BS. I don't want that for my line. I want everybody to be able to purchase this. Another thing, you professionals out there told me, not only are you switching over to the Clean by Pan, the organizer coatings, because you love them, but you've noticed an increase in sales with your customers for coatings, because many follow Pan the Organizer. They trust my opinion. They value what I have to bring out there. And when they know that you guys use the Clean by Pan coatings, it just makes it easier to sell. This is a coating by one of the biggest detailing channels in the world. You have all my videos also that you can send them in support, how to wash their car, how to prep, how all the job that's implicated in applying this as well. So your customers can see all the efforts that go into it and why it justifies that you charge that high price, because coatings don't come cheap when you're applying them. And these also aren't expensive. So there's coatings out there that are $300, $400, $500 that will likely not even give you this level of performance. So the 3-year coating is 99 USD and the 8-year coating is 150 USD. You can get them on Amazon if you want that free prime shipping. You can also get them, of course, on thehouseofrags.com. They qualify for free shipping because for orders over 99 bucks, you get free shipping. So both of these qualify for that. So I mean, it's a no-brainer. You get tons of value for money. One little 30 milliliter bottle or 1 ounce will coat up to 2 average cars. So a little goes a long way. Many of you guys out there have stretched this to 3 vehicles. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. A few dozen bucks and you coat an entire vehicle, like what? And you're getting the performance, obviously. And I think we've proven that till now, and we'll continue to do that. For maintenance, as I showed you, all that's needed to do now for me is to dry the vehicle. So you have a choice in the Clean by Pan lineup. We have 2 drying towels. I call this one the rinseless drying towel, 18 by 20, 70-30 blend, twisted loop, but you can use this for a regular shampoo wash as well. It's more manageable in size. If you guys want the big boy, we have the 35 by 27 Clean by Pan drying towel. This is dual-sided, so twisted loop on one side and you get micro twisted loop on the other. This will not snag on emblems, the micro twist loop. So depending on what your preference is, you have the choice, right? 100% South Korean made for all the towels. And on the bigger one, on the micro twist, you get the beautiful Clean by Pan, the organizer logo. Now this here is dyed and pressed into the fabric itself. So this will not stain. It doesn't bleed when you wash your towels. All the Clean by Pan towels, by the way, come pre-washed in the package. So they're technically ready to use, although I still like to clean my towels before their first use. But yeah, this will not bleed. Even all these colors, I put them all with white towels as well from my lineup for the first wash, and there was no bleeding. So you're getting top quality stuff, just amazing. And of course, to pair, if you're using a microfiber drying towel, I always like to use a drying aid as a lubricant. And of course, Clean by Pan, the organizer, is what I'll be using today. This is not meant for long-term protection, by the way, a few weeks to a month at best. But what this does, we focused on gloss and slickness, ease of use. It's just insane. It smells amazing, anti-static properties, UV protection. And if you want something more stout, or if you have another ceramic coating and you want something longer lasting for a topper, you can have the Clean by Pan ceramic spray sealant. This can last anywhere from 6 to 12 months if applied as a standalone on well-prepped paint and on a dry surface. If you use this on a wet surface as a drying aid or spray on rinse off sealant, you can expect 1 to 3 months typically with this. So this is crazy for resistance to chemicals. You're still getting great gloss, great slickness, but regardless of which one you pick in the spray line, we got you covered. And so yeah, maintenance is just so easy. All I recommend is clean your car off and just wash it. Have fun. Clean by Pan, the organizer shampoo, the perfect partner for this. As you saw, rinses freely. You can use this in direct sunlight. It also dilutes very easily into your foam cannon or in your bucket, so it's not goopy. It creates great suds, great lubrication. The scent is crazy. Never overpowering or overbearing, just this light, fruity, tropical kind of fragrance. It just smells amazing. And check all of these out. We have them in gallon sizes or 16 ounce. You can get all the clean stuff on Amazon.com in the US or on thehouseofrags.com in the US and other places around the world. I'll leave links because of course we're in many, many countries now. We're in all of Europe. We're in the UK. We're in Canada, Australia, Japan, Brunei, soon Mexico, depending on when you're watching this video, and many more countries to be added. And I have you guys to thank for it. It's been almost a year. So on September 21st, we're celebrating a full year of the Clean by Pan brand. And I didn't want to get emotional. No, sorry. There's a lot of dust in the air, apparently. Thank you guys for the support. Hardcore support from you. From the very beginning of the brand. We've been through a lot. I've been on YouTube for almost, over 9 years at this point. We're going on 10 years in April of 2026. I'm still there. I've never skipped a single week of uploads. I still love what I do for you, to get you to enjoy detailing, learn tips and tricks. And of course, now you can enjoy using the Clean by Pan products. So I have the best audience in the world. I've always said that, and I stay true to what I say. You guys are worth every effort, every sleepless night that I've had, every dozens of hours spent daily testing stuff in the garage to make sure that we get crazy products. And I think we made it. What do you guys think? Drop comments in the comment section. What's your favorite Clean by Pan, the organizer product? If you haven't tried the coatings or anything else in the lineup, again, check the links in the description, but they're the real deal, guys. So this was the 1 year update. By the way, before I finish, this has been 4 years now that she has the Nissan Rogue, my girlfriend. She's very, very simple. She does not like spending money on expensive stuff. Those who know Isabel, she's a very simple gal. She couldn't care less that I have money and that I'm doing well in life. So we get along super well because she's never demanding of anything. I'm the one who tries to convince her to get stuff. Please, can I buy you this? Like, no, I don't need it. Okay. So I finally convinced her that she's going on 50 years of age. I'm 44. And I told her, why don't you get something a little cooler maybe? Not that this is an amazing vehicle. It did well for her. No issues, 4 years, pure bliss, tons of road trips with this. We had a lot of fun, just a great vehicle overall. But I wanted her to get something maybe on the entry-level luxury side. I won't tell you what it is. Actually, you guys tell me, what do you think she's getting? That will be coming in the fall of 2025, so in a few months. Drop a comment in the comment section. What vehicle do you think we're getting? Is it going to be a car? Is it going to be an SUV? Is it a crossover? which brand, which model. You tell me what you think we're getting, but it's going to be pretty sweet, including the color. So yeah, we're ordering ahead of time because we want to make sure she gets one. I'm very excited. And of course, it's going to be getting the Clean by Pan, the organizer treatment. It's always good to start from day one. As soon as you get a brand new vehicle, clean it, prep it, polishing, panel prep, all that good stuff, decon if needed, and then you apply the protection and it's going to be like this. Look at that. 4 years, high mileage vehicle, and it stays outside in the elements, still looks like brand new. People think she has a new vehicle every time she drives up to work. Like, did you get a new version? No, it's the same one since 2021. So just some great stuff, and a testament to taking care of your vehicle really makes a difference in the end. And I hope I convey my passion to you guys through these videos. So again, check the links for all this stuff in the description. And in the meantime, guys, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see y'all on the next one.